Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I'm your host, Scott. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you are well. So last week I went to a concert called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Orchestra, and it was 2 hours of goodness. I had a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable, and no matter what I may think of the game, I enjoyed the music of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy makes me happy and kind of learn more respect for the game itself. But the music is outstanding, and hearing the orchestra play it live for 2 hours, it was amazing. They played a lot of songs to amazing game footage. Right before intermission, they played Cosmic Canyon, and that is by far my favorite song other than Sephiroth's theme. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself. So they did 2 shows in Portland. I only went to the Saturday show. And it was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed myself. And this is the last thing that I have planned until Japan. Not really sure. Still a lot to do for Japan, and just hoping that everything works out, because I'm optimistic and just believe. But in the meantime, yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I greatly enjoyed myself. And with that said, I don't really got much, I have less than 75 days before my trip, which is going to come fast. Better be prepared, right? But yeah, and one of the reasons why I didn't want to talk a lot about the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Orchestra was I didn't want to overhype it, or because I didn't know if it was going to be disappointing. It wasn't. This is my 3rd time going to a Final Fantasy orchestra, and it was by far amazing. Queen's Blood theme live was amazing. That was a lot of fun to go through, and even if you're not a fan of Final Fantasy, and you happen to have an opportunity to see either, this orchestra or a different type that's similar, they do it in a way that you're not really being spoiled by anything. And everything goes really good with the music. The video package is outstanding. And it was just really cool to experience. Especially the best swan song to concerts, because unless there's something that I'm invited to or whatnot, I'm really done with concerts. Like during Metallica, that was great to stop on, but I already had this planned, and I'm like, yeah, I've been going to concerts for a very long time, but it doesn't serve me that it used to, because I'm now slowly shifting that I want to be able to do experiences and do bigger things off of my short bucket list now, and trying my best. That's all that I can. And being super grateful for all the concerts that I've been able to go throughout my years. My very first concert was Rod Stewart, and that was amazing. Second concert was Motley Crue. Then System of a Down during their Hypnotized tour. And then many concerts followed. But yeah, I've been able to see a lot of bands, and a lot of experiences, but I want to shift to other things, and the biggest thing is, Japan, and that's what I'm focusing on, and trying really hard to save every penny I can, which is not easy. I will be honest, it is not easy, but very blessed, and thank you for enjoying the journey. And there's a long process. 75 days that's long, and then we have the 2 weeks that I'm going to be there, and then me being back, and I'm an optimistic. I try to think way more positive than the negative, even though depression says otherwise, because my brain lies. However, just thinking as positive and going, yep, everything's going to work out, everything's going to go according to plan. What's the plan? I don't know yet. My plan is to be determined, which I don't know why it's making me laugh, but it's making me laugh. But just, finding things that bring me joy and spread that joy. And the journey, especially, where I was, a couple months ago to where I am now. Sometimes, the steps, the plan, the progression, at sometimes it seems like I'm not progressing, but in reality, I actually am more than I give myself credit for. And that does go a long ways. Because I'm hard on myself, I get frustrated and just doing a lot. And trying not to burn myself out or get too frustrated because all in time. And just knowing that, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, But, yeah, knowing that, trying to do more life experiences and get the most out of life while I still can. It goes a long ways. And, sometimes we have to make those hard decisions to go, I can do these concerts that I've been doing, but with the little amount of money that I get each month, which is not much, it's tiny. And, I save up to do things. Metallica was 2 years in the making. And I'm like, well, I want to be able to do, the larger things on my list. And I'm being completely honest, knowing, what bands are touring, and there's not any band that, I really want to see live anymore. If I'm invited, obviously, I'll see anything. But, priorities and, things shift. And I know this may sound weird, but planning a trip for a month and just finding areas and just figuring stuff out is super amazing. Because, I mentioned this before, but this is the first time where I'm not planning around stuff. And there's a lot to say on that, where, when I go to concerts and I'm traveling for them or whatnot, I'm planning everything around that. It's like, oh, okay, you gotta make sure, this, I'm just planning a trip. There's the trip itself is the plan. I have ideas of what I want to do, but I'm not, nothing is solid. That, I have to go to this place at this time, and figure out the logistics. There's two things that are guaranteed to happen. However, what day I'm going to do it, I don't know. And that's go to Shinjuku Station, where the 3D cat is. Which that means a lot to me. And silly as it may sound, but to me that's important. And things like that go a long ways. And just being able to enjoy the time and just, pace myself, not be rushed. The last thing that I like being is rushed. However, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. This is just a rambling of my last week, and just going forward, and hopefully, going forward, things improve. But with that said, I love you all. Chase your dreams and know that I am proud of you. And no matter where you are in life, keep on going, one step at a time, because I'm proud of you. But until next week, I bid you all adieu.